Welcome back to another opening of the Mystery Power Box 5.0, I believe. If you didn't watch the last video, we got super ripped off, and if you don't remember, basically, the problem with these boxes is that they say that there's a potential for PSA 10 cards in here, which I believe, and then they say that there's a graded card in 1 and 2 boxes. Both those statements are mutually true, but the problem is that the random graded cards are BCCG cards, and they're just like random garbage promos. In the last opening, if you don't remember, the card we pulled was a Guardian Eatos, like $1 promo card. This might be impressive to someone that doesn't know that this grading system is garbage and that this card is garbage, but to someone that knows about those things, this is kind of anticlimactic. And then also, the biggest ripoff, I mean, that stuff is all technically true. That's kind of what I talked about in the last video. But the funniest thing that happened is that we literally pulled an empty case that they inserted into the mystery power box. Just a huge slap in the face, really. Like, just don't put this in here. I don't know if they put this in here just to make people think there's a graded card, because I know some people like shake the ones on the shelves. But as I mentioned in the last video, I actually bought 4 of these. So in today's video, we're gonna open the next 2 of them and see if we can replicate this empty case. That would be hilarious. I don't actually think that's the truth, though. I think what happened is that they're just not putting the cases in the ones that don't have graded cards. If they are, in fact, putting empty cases in the mystery power boxes that don't have graded cards, that is pretty much the scummiest thing that I've heard about. And also, it seems like a waste of money. So that's kind of a recap of what happened last time. Anyway, though, let's open this up. Oh, also, we pulled 2 copies of the Dragons Collide structure deck, which makes sense because I believe if we look on the back here real quick, that is one of the structure decks that it shows here. I don't know if it's only these possible choices. Looking at the extra packs here, we didn't pull any of those packs in the last box opening. I know Shiny Victories makes its way into a lot of these mystery power boxes, so the fact that the packs aren't the same as what we pulled in the 2 boxes prior tells me that maybe there's different structure decks available, but this would make sense because there's a lot of those, it seems like. Specifically at Walmart, it seems like there are a lot of the Dragons Collide structure decks. Like, even just while I was buying these, there were a ton of the Dragons Collide structure decks in the actual toy aisle. They actually have their own separate card game aisle, which is fine, but a little bit better than walking to the back of the store. Anyway, let's jump right into this first mystery power. Well, I guess technically it's the third one, but we'll see what they got. Looks like we got, let me flip this around to not spoil the graded card immediately, which we did pull again. But this time, it looked like it actually had a card in there, so that's a huge improvement. Unfortunately, it looks like we got another Dragons Collide structure deck, which is, it's like, I don't know. On one hand, if you only bought 1 of these, it would probably be okay to pull Dragons Collide. It is, in fact, a pretty good structure deck. On the other hand, I now have 3 of them. I'll probably have 4 of them, and that's kind of disappointing. I didn't actually show this in the last video what the set list looks like. There are some cool cards in here. Mainly like Pulsar Dragon is like the big one. You got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Summoner Monk. Lilo is probably good for its time. Book of Moon's kind of cool. Reasoning, Card Trader, Broken. So you got some like cool cards in here. It's just I don't actually need 3 of these in my life, so kind of a disappointing thing. And then we got Dark Crisis reprint pack. Never get fooled by it. Whenever these mystery power boxes say legacy pack, always remember they don't mean legacy pack, they mean reprint pack, which technically it's the same pack as like the actual legacy pack, but it's just the reprint pack from Legendary Collection 1. We have Judgment of the Light, and then we have same thing, so they must have like a million of these lying around. Bow to the Legend and Raging Tempest. I think in this video we're actually just going to save the both of the graded cards, if we pull 2, for the very end, so you guys can kind of, well, I'll just flip it over at the end of each box, actually, because we have the 2 boxes. I just throw, as you guys can probably tell, a lot of times I just throw the empty, or all the trash in these openings to the side, and I was trying to keep track of the all of the like mystery power boxes. Like, I had all of them still, but the other day my girlfriend cleaned out our room, and that was some of the stuff that was recycled, so we have no record of the other mystery power boxes. Anyway, Raging Tempest, Here we go. Massive Morph. This is the set that it came out in. Man, who would have thought that the set that in the TCG really warped the format with Zodiac cards was actually the set that in the Duel Links really warped the format with Massive Morph. Broken. Subterra Nemesis Defender. And Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. Zodiac Combo. Zodiac Ram. Ritual Beast Return. Super Soldier Synthesis. Put that over there. Open up Battles of Legend. This one I'm actually... Raging Tempest isn't like too exciting because they're in all these mystery power boxes. But Battles of Legend is actually pretty cool because this set's really great. Number 62. Again. Another one of these guys. Jeez. Raid Raptor, Final Fortress Falcon. Wait a second. This isn't real... I'm stupid. This isn't Relentless Revenge, right? It's Light's Revenge. I just realized that was the same time as last one. Because I was like... Okay, so that's my bad from the last one. Some people probably... I'm sure by the time that video gets posted, some people will have already corrected me. Witch Black Forest and Vision Hero Witch Raider. Which people tell me sees play in Duel Links, but I've only ever had that card summoned against me, I think, one time. And to be fair, it did win that person the game, but I don't think that makes it a good card, just because it's probably not consistent enough. This was Judgment of Light again, Vertical Landing, Flying Sea, a card that was made pretty much irrelevant by the introduction of Link Summoning, Shark Caesar, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Caribou, shout out to Jimmy Neutron, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Boar, and Armageddon Designator. Really garbage. Fencing Fire Fred again, Junk Blader, and another Sargasso, the DD Battlefield. No hollows out of that pack. And then for the last pack out of this box, we have Dark Crisis. Sasuke Samurai number 2. Falling Down, now is an Arching card. I think, right? It's one of them. No, it must not be an Arching card, because... Otherwise, the destruction effect wouldn't matter. That must not be an Arching card. I don't know what I'm talking about. Different Dimension Dragon. Interesting, super rare. Nowadays, the cards like this, usually the... Do I have an example here? I think on this card. So you can see, like, on this card, like, almost the whole card is holographic. Where on some of these older super rares, just the monster is super rare, which is kind of weird looking. I almost missed it. That's kind of cool. Oh, and a Skill Drain. Holy crap. That's actually a really good pull. Skill Drain's amazing. I think it still has some value as well. Nice. That's a nice mint Skill Drain. Shadow Knight Archfiend. Archfiend's Roar. An Iron Blacksmith. That guy. He's pretty cool. Searches some equip spells. So that was it for the first box. And then I won't keep you waiting on the promo card. Like I said, it's not too exciting because it's going to just be probably like some random promo for Legendary Collection. We have Winged Dragon and Ra from Legendary Collection 1. Once again, though, like I said, this would probably get someone really excited if they didn't know about this grading system. Like I didn't. I looked it up just to like double check everything, and also if they didn't know that this was not an expensive card at all. But not to be a killjoy there, but I like the my money of the mystery power boxes, like what I invest in them. I like it to actually do something, like go into more packs that are interesting instead of just random graded cards, because this is kind of like I don't know what a good example is. Maybe like if you in high school have like a $1,000 car that like just happened to be like an old sports car that's actually like falling apart, not from like a really important brand, something like an off-brand sports car from like 1995. And you only spent like $1,000, but like it looked really cool. So like it looks cool, and like to people that don't know anything about cars, which would probably be like your high school friends, maybe they think it's like a really cool thing that you have this sports car. Sorry, headphone users, for ripping that open. That's kind of what these graded cards are like to me, just because they aren't actually worth anything, and actually in some cases reduce the value. Luckily, the cards that they put in there aren't really worth anything anyway, so reducing the value doesn't matter too much. This will be the last one that we open, just in general. I'll try to cover the graded card again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, is this just what they do now? Oh my gosh. Okay. did get another Dragons Collide structure deck as well. So I guess what's happening is that every single one of these mystery power boxes that does not have a graded card, they are putting an empty case in them. Have none of the other like actual pack opening channels like called this out? Like, I see these things opened all the time. There's no way that this is an accident twice, right? Like, it has to be that instead of putting, which is funny too, because these graded cards aren't worth anything, that they would rather, like, this is probably, I don't know, like 50 cents or something, like, and this card's probably like $1. Like, is it really that? No, that's just crazy. Now they're just putting in empty cases just to screw people over, just to trick them into thinking they're getting graded cards. That is so scummy. Oh my gosh. Just ridiculous. I can't believe that's like an actual thing that is happening. Anyway, let's continue with the pack opening. Another Judgment of Light, another Dark Crisis. Oh, this one had actually the exact same backs, which is kind of interesting. Open the Raging Tempest out of there. Battles of Legend out of there. That is just like, I can't believe that's like a thing that's happening. This is literally worse than the like it's like I said, it's worse than just getting nothing. Like, the fact that they took the time to put that in there is just insulting to anyone that buys these. Don't buy these, guys. Holy crap. I know I've bought like 4. I know it's like hypocritical, but I am buying these to tell you guys not to buy them. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, Battles of Legends, Light's Revenge. We got number 11 Big Eye. Raidraptor Rudder Strix. Witch of the Black Forest again. Camion the Time Lord, and Artifact Sanctum. Really cool. I already have a playset of Sanctums, obviously, but that's pretty cool card to put in there. Let's go like that, I guess. And actually, Big Eye's pretty cool as well. Got the Raging Tempest, which you've seen a lot of. Like I said, I don't know. This set must have just been really hard to sell once Zodiacs got banned, so there's just so much of it sitting around. Massive Morph, Symphonic Warrior Mikes, Shinobird Salvation, Flower card even a really long name, Zodak Borbo, and Cyber Angel Natasha. Ritual Beast Return, Perform Pel Hand Standacoon. That's exactly what it's doing, so really descriptive name. And Purish Shadal Aeon? The heck? Target one Shadal monster you control. Send one Shadal card from your hand in the graveyard, and if you do, the target monster. Wow, that is really bad. Holy crap. There's also some dogs having a fight in the background. Every time I mention the background noises, besides the motorcycle guy, we all know that he's loud. But every time I mention like dogs barking or like kids playing outside, everyone says they can't hear it. So maybe you guys can't hear the dogs fighting outside, but I have the window shut and I can still hear them. Super annoying. Star Seraph Scout, Intercept Tomato, Bujinji Ophidian, Exceed Reception, Archfiend Calvary, and The Atmosphere. So no hollow in that pack. Exceed Agent, Mecha Phantom Beast, whatever that guy's called, and this card that actually had some brief play. Can't exactly remember what deck that was played in, but it was like a tech option. Alright. There's like no way you guys can't hear those dogs. There's like 3 dogs just having a yelling match outside. Despair from the Dark, Mustering of the Dark Scorpions, Contract with Exodia, wow, a secret rare again out of one of these mystery power boxes. Judgment of Anubis. Discard 1 card from your hand, negate the activation and the effect of a spell card controlled by your opponent that has an effect of destroying spawn trap cards from the field, and destroy. After that, you can destroy 1 face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack. Wow, this card isn't even that bad. Wow. Man, can you imagine doing this on, this is like, it wouldn't work against, Red Reboot or whatever, but this would actually be a pretty hilarious counter to Twin Twisters. You like not only negate the Twin Twisters, but you also like to store in their monsters and inflict half of the attack. Man, that's actually hilarious. Guardian Trice, Sakuratsu Armor, very cool. Big fan of that card. Precious Cards from Beyond, and Pandemonium, which is the name of the location of the Garden City Regional. Fun fact. Anyway, though, that is going to wrap up this opening. Honestly, both these boxes weren't that bad as far as like the actual packs go. I mean, not a lot of value, but the skill drain's cool, and then pulling a secret is really nice out of those legacy packs. I don't actually know the ratios of cards in those legacy packs, though, because they're from Legendary Collections. I'm sure that Konami wanted to increase the rate of holos because people want to pull those old holos, even if they're reprinted versions. But yeah, I can't believe, again, we pulled an empty case. I think that is ridiculous. I think that is a horrible business practice, and I really do hope that the other channels that open these things like call them out for doing this, because this is actually just despicable. Like, I can't believe that is such a slap in the face of the customers who are buying these mystery power boxes, and I can't believe they're actually doing it. If it just happened that one time, like this, in this opening, I actually wanted to pull a box that didn't have a graded card in it, but also didn't have that case, just to prove that they weren't doing that on purpose. But now that we have proof that that's literally what they're doing, and it's not going to be two faulty boxes, I am just disgusted. That is just so scummy. Anyway, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed this opening. Don't buy these. Just buy literally anything else, like anything else besides mystery power boxes. Just spend your money on that. Just buy actual Yu-Gi-Oh products. Support your local card store. Anything else besides mystery power box 5.0. I'll see you guys later, though. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.